What's up, LC heads? This is going to be more of a serious video because this is talking about like our people, our players getting ripped off, like through and through, royally screwed over. And unfortunately, I made a video shedding some light on this a long time ago that this was a possible thing. And here's the thing, I didn't get any notifications. I couldn't find like any comments on this. People have been liking this thing and they've been dropping comments on it, and not a goddamn thing has come up. I have to see all this stuff a year later. There's something incredibly wrong with YouTube Studio. I really wish I could have addressed this a long time ago. I feel like maybe I could have helped some people, and maybe I still can help some people because this is something that affects all of us. So there is a comment section flooded with people talking about how they directly got ripped off. So first of all, let's just watch the very beginning of my video so I can kind of remember exactly what my warning was and kind of recall the conversation I had with the bank and everything. Oh, look, there's me. Oh, and by the way, before anybody wants to give me any grief, the terrible looking goatee thing on my face, I literally had that thing just to piss somebody off at the time. So if anybody wants to know, that's why that effing thing's on my face. It's not there now, don't worry. But all joking aside, this is serious, so let's get into it.
What's up, everybody? No, this isn't my new theme music. All right, we're going to be talking about Genshin Impact. I am on the phone with the bank because they are actually on a fraud list, and nobody's talked about this. So I figured I would be the first YouTuber to actually address this. So I'm going to pause right here.
Yeah, because at the time, before any of the huge red flags were up, the fact that they were even on this fraud list was a big red flag to me. I'd played lots of gacha games, lots of systems. This was the first that I've ever like encountered something like this, where stuff was not working, and I actually called the bank, was like, what the hell? And they were like, this company that's trying to bill you, and it's the company that owns the game, are on a fraud list. That was never the case with any other gacha I've ever played. Not Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, not any of these other games. So that just kind of like, I was like, either this is some kind of crazy dumb mistake, or there's actually some danger here. And I was like, let's talk about this real quick. So what did I have to say about it?
I'm going to get all the info I can about this, and I'll be right back with you guys, and we can discuss this in my vid. All right, everybody. Well, that was interesting, okay? So, pretty much, I've been running this game completely free to play because there was just a big pain in the ass in trying to make any transaction go through in this game. And I've seen other people complain about it. I didn't really know why. So I actually called my bank and I started talking to them about it.
Tell them.
But come to find out, there is some sort of security issue. And the clerk said not to actually fault the company, but it's because it's overseas. There has been a high amount of fraud reported. So, my bank...
Fast forward now, this is happening with Magic the Gathering. Okay, people are... Okay, say if you're a mob boss and you have a bunch of illegal, dirty money, just filthy, dirty, stinking, the dirtiest ass money ever, and you probably have it in digital form, some kind of crypto or something. You find a way to like start selling people lapis. So you're accepting real money, and then you're using your fake money, your stolen credit cards to load up people's accounts with lapis, and then you're getting their real money, right? Same thing's happening with Magic. Right now, if you try to order, $2,000 worth of Magic cards, your bank will probably shut it down because stolen credit cards are being used to buy Magic the Gathering cards because they're as good as fucking gold, right? They're highly liquidable. As soon as you get them, you can turn around and sell them. They're just as good as having cash. So any gacha system is kind of like prone to this. There was also Diablo Immortal. There was a bunch of money that was dirty, stinking ass money that was being what is it called? Like, come on, I know this. What is it called? Uh, Laundered. It's just like another way of laundering money, right? But this actually kind of takes a darker twist than that. There's definitely, it looks like there's some malicious double tapping in the billing department going in this game. That is what a lot of the comments that were left on this video start to reveal. We're going to look at those, but let's listen to this handsome bastard finish up what he's got to say.
Has automatically locked anybody's card that's trying to make a transaction to this company, so that you actually have to call your bank and you have to unlock your card to make a transaction. This has never happened to me before out of all.
By the way, when you call and unlock your bank to these transactions, okay, this is a way for the bank to get themselves off the hook. They're going to, like, when you get burned later on for $2,000, your bank's going to say, but wait, you called us. We told you that they're on a fraud list, and you told us to go ahead and unlock your account. So, best case scenario, maybe you'll have to pay half of it back. Maybe the bank will be like, yo, that's your fault, right? So something to remember, right? That's part of the reason why they're doing these list things, is some of it is to dodge some liability for that money. Hey, if we're telling you it's a fraud and you shouldn't be messing with it, if you get burned, should we really be the ones that have to pay for it when we put them on a list and warned you? So be careful there. On the same note, I did make some purchases with them. I did not get burned, and I'm going to tell you why and what you can do to protect yourself after this.
The gotcha games I've ever played. I even tried I have a PayPal card, and actually the PayPal card was locked just like my actual bank card.
There's another red flag. Multiple forms of payment locked. Just another little red flag. Keep your eye out for stuff like that, right?
Now, I didn't call PayPal, but I'm pretty sure it is the same exact thing. Okay?
It is.
So everybody just kind of beware, right? If your card's not working and you're wondering why, you do have to actually call card services. You have to tell them that you're trying to make a purchase with an online merchant, and they will look it up and they will tell you, what's going on.
Now, if I knew then what I know now, this part of the video would probably be different. It would be me telling you that don't do it. But of course, it's not going to work on everyone. A lot of people wanted to play this game. And like I said, I made a couple purchases myself, but I didn't get burned. How did I do that? Before we even get into that, let's look at some of the actual allegations. Now, took me forever to see these, but I did comment everyone back, and I asked them to get a hold of me. I asked them to leave me some contact info so I could actually, because this isn't no joke, okay? This is serious shit. So I will show these people's comments. Before I say a damn thing about it, I need to actually talk to these people, maybe confirm some things. That's just the way, I'm looking at. I have to be as fair and transparent as I can about something like this, because this is a big deal, right? And not to discredit any of these people. I actually fully believe them on face value already, but I do need to make sure, right? But we're still going to look at their comments, and we're going to see what happened to them, because it is horrendous. So, like I said, there's 36 of them here. I didn't see any of these where I would have been making this video a long time ago. They charged my PayPal card 9 times fraudulently. So like I said, guys, keep a separate card just for your gotcha purchases. I would even split it up, a separate card and account just for gotchas, and a separate card for online shopping, right? Really, that's crazy. I will find out who did this and punish them severely. Beware of this company. That's no joke right there. 9 times. And yeah, somebody probably did that. That doesn't sound like... Oh, man. I like your positive approach to the game, and congratulations on getting those. I feel bad now because, What if other people are like, yeah, I want to play the game now too, and then they got ripped off? Ugh. Let's see. This happens to me every single time I've tried to purchase in Genshin. When I've done it several times before. Okay, well, hopefully, Cole, you didn't get ripped off. I guess it's because of chargebacks. Probably too many kids charged up parents' cards. That would be a good guess. And that would, like, we wish it was that. But I don't think, unfortunately, Bears fan 22378, I don't think that was the case, right? Because we do see people getting ripped off. This shit is real fun. It was a good game. I pay using Google on the mobile app and accepts my Discover card. Be careful with that. All right, and then we have Sith Lord. It's incredible that nobody's talking about this. And I replied to them like, I would have been talking about this more because it's so serious. Had I actually seen, like, what was going on. I played this game one time, didn't like it. Now I'm looking at my transactions. I see high bank fees. This happened to me yesterday. So call my bank, send out a dispute against me against an impact. Yup. Standard Bearer is the worst. They stole $700 from me. That's no joke. That's a car payment. God damn it. That is a car payment. You'd be driving around in a nice BMW this month for $700 down. They stole $700 from me. I've never heard of this. I don't play games. See that? This is somebody that doesn't even play games. They probably Googled this shit up, like Genshin Impact Mayo bank fraud, because this is the company that probably stole money, that like somebody stole their card and charged a bunch of money on it. And this person's like, I don't even play games. I've never heard of this. They stole $700 from me. I've never heard of this. I don't play games. Yeah. And I replied to them, please, like, give me some time to talk to me, explain to me, because I would really like to know where all these people are coming from and how they're all, there might be different ways that they're being targeted. I just got scammed. 800. They stole 800. 800. There's 700 here. And of course, I mean, it's going to be nice large amounts like that, as much as they can get away with, because it's not like they could do $5,000 at a time. There's some replies here. Okay. I just got my entire account wiped out by them. I have 3 cents left in my account. Bills are due. I have never seen this app before. My device isn't even compatible to download it from Google Play Store. When I look it up, I see they had made withdrawals from my account. Completely fucking bullshit. Jessica, I'm so fucking sorry, sweetie. That fucking blows. Also, these transactions were made while my children were in school, so it wasn't my kids. Same, I can't even download it from Google Play because my device is not compatible. I wrote the company. They won't do anything even with proof. I have to take it up with your bank and hope they refund you. They're also going to need to send a new bank card, some kind of scam. Oh my God, this just happened to me. Contact my bank, cancel my card account, drained right before Christmas. Fuck my life. Alexa B, I am so sorry. Oh, that sounds fucking terrible. That sounds fucking terrible. She has, and this girl has 2-factor authentication enabled on her bank. They still got it. I had to call my bank. It took me having to fill out fraud forms and send screenshots of my bank transaction. I also contacted the company by email, and basically they didn't give a shit. Yeah, babe, I'm sorry, because they're overseas and it's impossible to enforce anything on them. Told me to take it to my bank, so I sent it to the bank. I got my money back, but it took about 10 days or so. I still had no idea how they got my info. I never click on anything that looks suspicious and Yo, this is what happened to these people that didn't even call their bank and say, hey, okay, yeah, go ahead and let that transaction go through. They're having a hard time getting their money. Imagine what happens when you call your bank and say, "Yeah, I just want to make a few purchases. Go ahead and unlock that." And then you get charged 20 times. Oh, I have no idea how they got my info. I never click on anything that looks suspect. It's crazy to me how many people they are robbing blind. They can't get their money back. They took mine. My car insurance was due, and I had to call them and ask them, "Yo, the whole thing is BS. I'm so sorry. I hope all you get your money back, especially before the holidays." Been charged for 13 times. Licky 69. That sucks. Even though I've ignore the one-time password SMS to enable the fucking transaction. Just realize this transaction still happened. Contact the bank, cancel my card, and hopefully they will refund my money. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and then there's me. Everyone ripped off. Please leave me a contact number so we can talk. I want to talk to all these people. I'd like to actually get them into like a Discord. And so we can all get a better idea of how this shit is happening, because this affects all of us as mobile gamers, as people that actually, play these titles. I feel fucking terrible even repping a game and giving it credit if it's doing shit like this. And I wish I would have dug so much deeper into this shit. Maybe if I would have started seeing some of these comments, I would have done that. And maybe we could have got the word out. But listen, we maybe get a little bit of redemption right now. Guys, please share this, move this around so people can see it, like that this shit is legitimately happening. And these people are like, why isn't anybody talking about it? You know what? I'm talking about it. We need to be talking about this, because this can happen in any game. There's red flags here. Now, how did I not get ripped off? Let me tell you guys how. I think I'm on my third card. Like, periodically, I just go to the bank and I say, "Hey, this card, let's cut this bitch up and let me get this one." I go into my apps, I put a new card in, and that's the new debit card that I start using for my transactions. And then every so often, I go to the bank and I cut that one up. Yes, constantly cycle that card. That is the first bit of advice I can give you. It's great protection. If any of these assholes manage to get any of your information, what a lot of hackers are going to try to do is they're going to let some time pass in between, right? And then they're going to want to try to hit you. Real good hackers are going to try to find a way to actually kind of spy on your account and see when you have a large influx of money. All of a sudden, when you get $30,000 deposited into your account, that's when they want to strip some money out of there, because now they can take 10, 15 grand out without overdrafting and shutting everything down. And now you have the money to steal. So by constantly just changing your card, cool, we can try to get that money now. Oh, he's on to he's changed his card 2 times already now, right? Because a lot of times also, if your information gets stolen, it goes through a process of getting sold on the dark web. Somebody that steals it will sell it to somebody else that will actually use it to hack. The point is, time is on your side. You can make that information change while it's being auctioned off, while people are buying and selling your information and piecing it together. And by the time they piece that information together, it's wrong. You've already changed a bunch of things. I did some videos here trolling hookers on Tinder, and they were all a bunch of scam artist bots trying to steal pieces of information. I had no problem figuring it out because I fed them some information. I had no problem doing that because I have 3 effing houses out here with 3 different addresses, and I've got my license changed so many times that I had no problem splicing together a big load of bullshit for them. So it's kind of the same thing as applied here, right? You can constantly change your debit card. You just need to go into the bank once a month, once every couple of months, and just say, hey, after you explain to them exactly what you're doing, they will know that, hey, this guy is here for a card for online stuff, and it's for security. It's not even like that big of a deal. I would suggest doing that. That alone will save you a bunch of grief and heartache. And worst case scenario, also set your limit. I just called my bank because actually I was making a purchase with 460 Roland. I actually thought the purchase amount was going to be too high and the bank was going to decline it. Because a while ago, a long time ago, they did have like a daily limit that would trigger like a fraud alert so nobody was trying to drain your bank. So I preemptively called my bank and asked them, "Hey, do I still have that like limit thing?" You know what my bank told me? Actually, the limit is like $5,000. You can take 5,000 out from your ATM and you can spend $5,000 on your card. And I was just like, "Fuck no." No, 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 no. We're gonna get rid of that right now. I would have dropped that down to $1,000 if I could have instantly, but I had more than $1,000 worth of transactions going through that day. So I think we left it at like 1,500 or 25 or something. The point is, I did not want that limit at 5,000 because that means somebody could realistically get up to 5 grand out of my account and disappear with it if anything happened. So it's important for you to call your bank, figure out what your actual protections are, and set them right. If you're using your device, your card for specific online games and everything, you really don't need a $10,000 a day limit. It's only going to protect you to lower that. Right. And then if you do want to order some kind of large purchase, you're probably going to want to use a different card to do that anyway. Like if you're actually ordering, say, I don't know, a couple $1,000 TV or something. But if you do want to put it on that card, all you have to do is call your bank and say, "Hey, I have one purchase coming through that's 5.5 grand. And can we go ahead and let that one through? Thanks." And then your account still stays protected. If anybody does steal your shit and, oh, let's take $12,000 out of his account. Well, you can only take $1,000 out a day. And guess what? By tomorrow, they're going to be in handcuffs and you're going to have your card back. And the bank's probably going to give you your $1,000 back. Right? It's when hundreds of thousands of dollars and tens of thousands of dollars get stolen that all of a sudden the bank wants to give you a harder time about giving you all that money back. So yeah, that's the way that I look at it. Just gamble with less when it comes to all of that. And you can do that by very easily just cycling through your debit cards and having a card specifically for that. And it's easy to track everything. Anytime a purchase goes through, bam, something pops up on my screen. I can track it. I can go back through all of them. I can see if I've ever been double charged. There's a lot of people that will say they've been double and triple charged. I have been triple charged on in one of these gotcha games. It was fucking terrible. It was. I literally got triple charged. I have the email from the game saying that they realized that it's a mistake, that it was some kind of terrible glitch. And yeah, I still ended up getting burned. I got refunded one of them and I got burned on the other one. So how do you guys think I felt? Like I've been burned as well. After you've played these games as long as you have and you've made enough of these transactions, you're bound to get burned a little bit here. I got burned damn near a bill, right? I got 2/3 back of what, was charged. So it was some bullshit, even though I had the proof and everything. It ultimately came down to I couldn't deal with PayPal. And I couldn't even talk to them, and it was just an effing nightmare. So I've been burned too, but not $800-900. That's fucking terrible. And we need to do everything we can to protect our community and everybody out there that is, playing these games. You need to understand that it's not even just these games. It's stuff like Magic the Gathering too. Any type of gacha system. And Magic the Gathering is also a gacha system. They have booster packs that you're buying. Any one of these can somewhat be exploited. And unfortunately, people lose a ton of money. And I feel terrible for these people. And it's real. And they're talking about my car payments due tomorrow. Like I have to pay my goddamn mortgage. I had it just makes me feel absolutely terrible, and it makes me feel shitty that I couldn't do anything about this a year ago. So guys, please, I don't ever ask anybody to share or upload or upvote or anything. I really don't give a shit about clout. This channel is usually about me just having fun and sharing my hobby. But can we please try to actually get this one out? I'm asking you, me, all right? I'm asking you, please share this, get it out there, post it, no matter what uh, games your clique is playing, even if they're not these particular games, even if, you know, they normally wouldn't watch my stuff. Please just share this one video so people have a better idea of what's going on with any of these games. And Diablo Immortal just went through the same damn thing. You know, there's a bunch of fraudulent credit cards being used to purchase Diablo stuff that was being resold. Same damn thing, right? So everybody just needs to be careful. And if anybody has any good advice, any advice to add to what I just said about cycling your cards and all that, please feel free to leave a comment, share with everybody so we can all help better protect ourselves. And if anything that I said is wrong, please let me know too, right? Yeah. So comments are open. Please share this and have an awesome day. Thank you, everybody. And I will see you out there.